Hey everybody, old Captain here, and this is not a video request. I was on my drive out west, and then I come up with ideas, and I have a bunch of videos that we're going to do, all originals. And they're not all long, like this one. Advising a fan out west. And he's like desperate to get a sports car. He kept wanting to get like these high-end Range Rovers and all this other shit. You want to get a BMW 6 Series and this and that. And I said, okay, well, you're going to get that car, and then what? What's going to happen to your life? You already make a lot of money. You already got a gorgeous girlfriend. Your job is going great. Nothing is going to change. All you're going to do is have a fancy car. That's it. Like I talked before, is like the irony of being in a fancy car, because I've rented fancy cars, is they're cool to look on the outside, but on the inside, you're still in a car. So it's an outside experience. You have to be outside of the car to appreciate what it looks like, but when you're in it, there's no way, unless you drive past a big mirror or like a window or something, that you see yourself in this car. You say, oh, I look badass. But it's a fleeting thing because you are in the car. So what I told him, I said, look, do this. Before you commit to a fucking lease, which leasing a car is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard of. I know there's some economic arguments for it, but generally for the average person, it's dumber than shit. Before you lease this fancy ass car and you get yourself into this 3-year debt enslavement contract, why don't you go rent a fancy car for 2 weeks? And what will happen is two things. One, at the end, you'll realize, one, my life has not changed, has not improved, nor has it not gotten better. And if it did, it was nothing to do with that car. And two, you'll get it out of your system. And you'll realize that the excitement and the novelty of having a fancy car goes away after a while. And then soon you go back to your baseline. This is why happiness is like a baseline. Things can move it up or down, but you never do trends. Like if you lose your significant other or a loved one, your happiness goes down, and under mourning, you're back to base. You win the lottery, it goes up, goes back down, you're back to base. A sports car, a fancy car, a luxury car, it isn't going to make you happy. So I did one of my most popular videos is something about not buying a fancy car, or why buying fancy luxury cars or expensive cars is stupid. But this may be a solution where I can tell you till my face turns as blue as my really faggoty shirt here. I dress for other people sometimes. I could argue with you till my face is blue and you still will go and buy that car. But instead, this may get it out of your system where you go rent a car, you don't come nowhere near to blowing the amount of money you would buying a damn thing or leasing it for 3 years. And then you realize, oh, it's proven to you. It's like, I could say, don't go down that path. You say, oh, no, don't worry, you don't want to go down that path, go this path. You won't believe me until you go down that path yourself. Perhaps this is a way to see the path without crippling your finances or pissing away so much money that you're like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have bought that car. Anyway, best of luck to all of you. Tell family, friends. Go to my blog, captaincapitalism.blogspot.com. I have a podcast. I found out, again, I have many things going on. Not just do I have the YouTube channel, I have my own podcast. Go search the Clary podcast. Or just go to my website, captaincapitalism.blogspot.com, and you click on the top right, I got everything indexed, like all the different shit I do. So yeah, tell family, tell friends, tell a loved one, tell people you hate, tell people you're generally indifferent about. Toodles.